Hey, Pepin.
Yo.
You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about food.
Like what? What kind of food?
Like the type of food that stacks.
Stacks like crackers.
No, like you take one. Well, kinda. I'm thinking about sandwiches.
Sandwiches? Wait, is like, let's say you have cheese between two crackers. Is that a sandwich?
Oh, we need to talk. Welcome back. So glad you guys could join us. I am here once again with my best friend, Nathan Pepin. How's it going, Pepin?
Going good. And I am here in the studio with these new sound thingies. So if the sound quality is better, let us know.
I bought those for you at Christmas.
Yes,
and you're just hanging them.
Yes. I thought I had them hung up in the old apartment.
That's true. You had like 2 or 3 of them, and you have like 60.
Yeah,
everything was well hung in that old apartment.
That's the sound of Gideon, the shitbag supreme. How's it going, Gideon?
Feeling great.
That was such a good entrance for you. It really fits your character. Everything's well hung with Gideon. So today I want to talk about sandwiches. Ooh, something near and dear to you guys' hearts too, then.
You could say that.
Okay, so let's start with an easy one, right? So you got big long bread with a bunch of different meats and cheeses and vegetables in it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call that?
Sub. It's a sub. Yeah.
A sub is a kind of sandwich. Yeah.
Okay, it's a sub.
Yeah.
And we're from New Hampshire, Maine. We're from Upper New England. If you go to Louisiana, that same exact thing is called a po' boy.
Okay.
I thought a po' boy was a specific kind of sandwich.
It's a sub. They don't have subs. You ask for a sub down there, they don't have it.
It's just
you ask for a sub, you get a po' boy.
Really?
That's what they call it. And you go all over, there's different names for the same type of sandwich.
Hoagie.
Gyro, hoagie.
Is it kind of like
grinder?
Tonic?
Grinder, yeah. That's what, Chicago?
Maybe.
Is it kind of like tonic with like I think it's down south?
Tonic, pop,
like
soda.
If someone came up from down, from there and said, "Hey, I want a tonic," I wouldn't know what they're talking about.
I would, because that's what my grandmother calls it.
Really?
Tonic water.
Carolina, they called it soda or soda pop. I never heard like just regular pop. Maybe
that's West Coast.
Maybe in some like real rural areas.
That's West Coast. That's like California, that area.
Mm-hmm.
So you take something as simple as a long breaded sandwich, and it becomes all of these different things. Sandwiches are just so fascinating to me.
What do they call it in England?
I don't know.
A hoagie?
Is it hoagie in England?
Probably not. You probably call it a Bobby Swatch or something.
Pappy Snappy Whapper.
Yeah, Pappy Snappy Whapper. That's it. Nate's been there before, though, so he cheated.
Have you been to England, Nate?
No.
Oh.
I wish. British girls are very cute with their accents.
How about British boys?
Cuter.
I mean,
yeah.
They're more like handsome.
A boy is more flattered by a British voice than a woman is.
If I may.
In my opinion, of course.
If I may.
You may.
If you had the opportunity to have sex with Hugh Grant, would you? Just for the stork.
Which one's Hugh Grant?
Hugh Grant, he's just like the handsome British actor.
I don't know who he is, but I will say
Hugh Laurie.
Like, or even just like kissed him.
Would you?
I
Devil's choice.
I mean, I couldn't, because that would be infidelity.
Are you just bragging that you're engaged? Is that what you're doing right now?
No,
Jim?
I'm saying like I legitimately
you
wouldn't.
You have taken every opportunity today to bring up the fact that you're engaged.
I'm excited.
I love it. I'm excited about it too. For you. That's so awesome. Okay, so what kind of sandwiches are you gonna have at the wedding?
Oh, we might have some Carolina pulled pork sandwiches.
Okay. Is that going to be sandwich form or sub form?
That's going to be like a Kaiser roll cut in half, and you do the barbecue shredded pork and some coleslaw on top. And
it's definitely a little bit more outgoing with our sandwiches for weddings, because usually it's just like was it like a egg salad?
Yep.
Egg
People have
salad
egg salad
and
at their
tuna.
wedding?
Wait, egg salad and tuna at a wedding?
Yeah, like those egg salad sandwiches.
Okay. I've seen that at like 4th of July stuff too.
Yeah.
Christmas, I think my grandmother gets like a platter now. She used to cook a whole bunch of stuff, but as she's getting older, she's buying stuff from the store instead.
Yeah, pre-made egg salad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Already in the little rolls and everything.
I've never seen egg salad at a wedding.
I haven't seen it at a wedding either.
my family might be kind of poor.
Okay, that does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we already spent like $2,000 for this room. What's costing the food?
Well, yeah, that's for sure. Weddings are expensive.
I mean, no one's gonna be really upset.
How many loans are you taking out for your wedding?
I haven't thought that far ahead.
That's super fair. That's super fair.
It intimidates me too much, so I don't like to think about it.
Yeah, it takes the bravery of a woman to get through a wedding. That's for sure. Or a real gay man.
Yeah.
Not us fake gay men.
Well, like a really gay man.
Okay, so what about crust? What do you guys think about crust?
So crust,
Oh,
I am particular about. Well, it's like I like bread. I like bread a lot. I don't buy bread anymore because I have like.
Because you'd eat it
Make
all.
your own
I
bread.
eat it. What happens is like I get up in the middle of the night and I'm like I'm hungry and then eat half a fucking loaf of bread.
I've seen it.
Like regular sandwich bread? Just like eating the bread?
Like a loaf. Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to like. I had to stop doing this because I'm like, this is wasteful. But I used to like cut the crust off and just eat the crust.
Throw out the middles. Oh my God. Elise Willems. She's on the channel Funhouse on YouTube, part of Rooster Teeth, who did Red versus Blue.
Yeah.
And she only eats the crusts, and then she doesn't eat the centers at all. She throws them out. She she gives them to her boyfriend and other people, but like it's like she doesn't want them at all. All she wants is the crust.
Yeah. I started getting weird though. So this is back when I was more of a picky eater. So I'd eat the crusts, and then I'd have to just the middles, and I didn't want to throw them out because that's wasteful. So I'd like roll it up into a ball.
Yeah.
And then just eat the ball.
And then eat the ball. Yep, I remember you doing that actually. That happens in Trailer Park Boys too. They roll it up into a ball, and then he soaks it in vodka and then eats it, and he calls it a vodka ball.
That's kind of cool.
Because all it is just a placeholder for something physical so that you can chew into the vodka.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird. I was actually thinking about something like that, like
Of course
doing
you
that. But
all bread meatballs.
Mm-hmm.
I like my bread toasty. I like it Italian herbs and cheese. Like that's pretty good. I don't like just like plain like like that long white bread you can get like from like bakeries.
Like
and
French
stuff.
bread, I think they call it.
Like a baguette?
Yeah,
I love a
French
baguette.
bread.
Yeah.
I don't like French bread.
It's a little different than a baguette.
It's a little
right?
different than a baguette. Yeah, it's like flatter.
Do you
but
like
it's
a
the same
baguette?
length?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's had that. That's real crispy, right? Not much of the
Yeah,
white. It's
real
almost
hard
all
on
crust.
It's really tough on the outside and really soft on the inside.
Oh, okay.
I might like that, but I like my bread to be either crunchy, soft, to have like that kind of burnt flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the multigrains.
You like burnt.
Yeah, a little burnt, like toasted.
My dad likes burnt. Like if it's got super burnt on accident, like he'd be like, "Give me that." I don't know if that was like a sacrifice thing or like he really liked it burnt, but
it's like I have these flatbreads, and sometimes what I'll do is I'll like put them in the oven, and I cook them like just in the oven by themselves, and cook them like to the point where they're burning or anything, but to the point where they get kind of hard. It's almost like a cracker, like a soft cracker.
mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Do you butter your bread?
No.
I'd like to butter your bread.
Oh, man.
Hey, thank you.
Sexual advances.
No, I like buttered bread.
Sexual.
What else do you like with bread?
I like meats.
Do you guys like
Salami.
like
cheese.
a good ham sandwich? Ham, cheese, bread, maybe get some good tomatoes in there or something.
I don't get excited about ham.
No. What about turkey? What
Yeah.
about a good turkey?
Yeah,
Turkey sandwich
yeah.
with some greens on it.
A pickle.
Yep, sure, pickle. Pickle
Mustard,
can get in there.
mayo. Yeah.
What if you took all of those ingredients and blended them and then put them on the bread as a spread?
Not good.
It's the same bite. Once you chew it up in your mouth, it's the same bite. But it's different. Why is it different? Why is it different to blend up all of the vegetables and then spread it versus putting them on as their own individual things?
Well, I think the answer to that is texture. I mean, obviously the answer is texture.
Okay.
But so I have a story that relates to this. I was eating chicken, and the chicken was kind of tough. The chicken was still good, but it was just really tough, and I was getting really frustrated with it. So what I decided to do is I
That's just a funny image.
Getting frustrated with that sandwich.
Just the chicken.
So what I decided to do is I had this NutriBlender thing, and I wanted to just, like, blend it up just a little bit. So put it in, and I go to blend it, and this thing's like what more powerful than I thought it was for chicken, and it's all of a sudden like this like paste, like just after like a few seconds. It's like fuck.
Just chicken?
Yeah, just chicken.
Okay, so you had a chicken paste.
Yeah,
Chicken paste.
and I'm like, okay, whatever. I guess this is chicken salad. I don't like chicken salad.
Yeah, chicken salad has mayonnaise and sometimes a couple other things, celery once in a while.
Yeah.
But kind of the same idea. I'm like, okay, I'll eat this. So then I put it back on the sandwich, and I couldn't eat it. I threw it out. The chicken was edible before that, but as soon as I put in the paste and the chicken does not mix for me.
I feel like that's in your head, though.
I really wanted to eat that chicken.
I feel like that's in your head.
Texture's a big thing.
I mean, it is, but it's all psychological. Like, the reason that the texture feels is weird and makes it taste different. Physically, by your taste buds, it shouldn't change anything. In that's my argument.
I'm gonna disagree with that. Well, from a technical point of view, because how something is like physically is gonna change how it actually hits on your taste buds. So something which you have to chew up, like it's not in full contact with your mouth, so you're getting less of the contact with your mouth, and there's different parts which are not broken up, which you're getting only like pieces of, like lettuce, for instance. If you grind up lettuce and kind of have that, all the little, like cells are broken up and everything, and you're getting all the full juices and everything is kind of separated out there. When you kind of chew it, it's like you get some of the flavor, but it's very limited flavor. When you're
chewing, you're making it into the same paste that you would be making it into if you spread it.
I don't think it's the same paste.
It is. Like, you're chewing stuff in your mouth. How is it not the same? It's the same thing. I think it's all psychological. Like, it's the same amount. Let's say you took a bite of each and they gave you the exact same amount of each. Like, it's not about amounts. I think it's just about the texture. But why?
Why is texture important?
Why does texture completely change the way it tastes in your brain, even though molecularly it's the same?
I see. So why does it change the taste?
Here's another one, right? Do you cut your sandwich into a triangle or right down the middle longwise? Because that changes the way it tastes.
You think it changes the way it tastes?
Absolutely. You know, you cut straight up and down is how you cut peanut butter and jelly. Everything else you cut triangle.
I like to cut everything straight up and down.
No, man, you gotta go
up
triangle.
And down or on my sandwich.
But would it change it if you cut it differently?
I don't cut my sandwiches. I don't know why you would ever. Even growing up as a kid,
if you had to cut it.
If I had to cut it, I'd probably do it like the
triangle.
Triangle, right? Yeah. But it doesn't really matter to me exactly.
But it does. It says something. It's like the over-under on toilet paper, which we should totally talk about sometime. But it's something minuscule, but it changes things.
I can say it changes things. Okay, I'm going to get back to your point about blending things up. And so I've seen some shows and some studies where they test food, like how it's perceived and everything. And psychology has a big effect on it and how it's presented. So if food is presented in a certain way, like it's like really fancy, it's gonna taste better, even if it's not. And
why? What's it tied to?
It's placebo. Like it's like there's this famous study where they take water, like they take tap water, and they put one into an artisan bottle and have one just in like a normal kind of bottle, and they say, try this right here, and then try this artisan water. And they'll always rate the artisan water to be like super like rich and flavorful, but they're same exact water.
I would argue that taste as a sense is completely objective or subjective. There's no objectivity to taste then.
I can't say completely. I mean,
if it's all based on,
it's not all based on
perception.
Perception plays into it, but to a certain degree.
I mean, I do think it's highly subjective, right?
It's highly subjective, but it's not like completely like it's not. I doubt. Okay, I'm gonna go really grotesque here. I'll go with two examples. First example, there's a famous thing that they do with hypnotism, where they hypnotize people on stage and they have them eat an onion. and
like an apple.
Or yeah, like an apple.
What some people do, they do eat onions like apples. But
Yeah,
go
they're
on.
like 5 standard deviations from the mean.
So there's a little trick with that because I guess
Is that your way of saying random?
No, that's my way of saying it's
Fucking math geek.
really rare.
I don't disagree. You can use normal people words, not your fancy math words. You're arithmeticking me off.
So, from a taste point of view, if you don't know you're eating an onion, apparently food experts say that you can actually be fooled in thinking you're an apple because you think that they're two completely different things, that an onion can never taste like an apple or feel like an apple. But I guess it's actually similar enough to feel like that. So you can actually kind of trick someone or have someone eat an onion, although it seems like something you would never do. And this thing is kind of this sweet, kind of yummy thing. So that's one of those taste things where you think it's more different than it is.
Hey, Pepin.
Yo.
You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about making money.
Like how?
Like where you put money into the machine and then it gives you more back.
Las Vegas. Too many temptations there.
Exactly like Las Vegas, Nate. Guess what? You ain't gonna leave your house if you want to gamble.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
How?
Go to mybcasino.ag, of course.
Like M as in money, Y as in yes, and B as in bigger bank account?
Exactly like that, Nate.
Oh.
Guess what? A secret promo code gonna give you 200% bonus on top.
If I put in $20, $60 to play with?
Exactly like that. And guess what? Lightning fast payouts guarantees you your money back real quick. You scared of robots? I don't blame you. Make a live dealer casino with real people dealing the cards.
Like with a webcam?
Exactly like that. You don't want to play from your home computer? You probably don't even have a home computer. You can use your phone. You can use your tablet.
Okay. And what was the promo code again?
That promo code is NEED.
Like we need to talk?
Like we need to talk. mybcasino.ag. Go there now. Okay, so let's take something that we would probably all say nobody would eat, like feces.
Yeah, that's where I was going next.
I figured. So there are people, 5 standard deviations from the mean, who do eat it and think it's good. Am I wrong? Do you think there are people out here who do?
That's just funny to me. God bless them, you know.
Okay, you're not wrong.
So is that due to their physical taste buds being different or their minds being warped into believing that?
I think that's such an abnormality that it's a disorder because it's unhealthy.
So you're saying it's in the head,
unhealthy.
it's in the mind.
Yeah.
So there might be cases where it's not, not this, but my little brother had that when he was growing up. I think it's called pica, and the reason is, there's a biological explanation for that in most cases, which is that you're not getting enough of a certain thing in your diet, and your body is trying to make up for that by trying to, eating feces.
Like on a subconscious level.
Yeah. And there's an analogy to that with people in Latin America eating spicy food, because there's not much in that area that has vitamin C. Like vitamin C is not very common in foods except for peppers. So people acquired that taste for peppers, although anywhere else in the world people would probably avoid peppers because they had vitamin C in it. So their whole kind of diet became around peppers because of that reason. So they're trying to get that, and they just kind of know that instinctively. They have something with vitamin C, they start eating more of it, even though it's painful to eat. And same with kind of eating feces, with pica at least. There's something in the brain that knows that there's something in this shit which I need, and it's kind of malfunctioning, but it's kind of like a psychological malfunction.
Mm-hmm. But does it change the way it tastes?
I think so.
Do we have the psychological malfunction?
Oh shit, he went there.
Probably that.
I think we should all be eating shit.
Thank you guys. Now you guys will find everything I say palatable. So what's I need to get down to this. Why half, not triangle?
God, I can't.
There's not just gonna be one reason. There's gonna be several reasons.
I don't think it
tastes
triangle better.
Triangle fits in your mouth better, bro.
Yeah. Maybe I like the struggle of it fitting in my mouth imperfectly.
Well, the triangle, you can get like a deeper bite on it.
I'm not trying to get a deep bite of my sandwich. It's just there's just something. It's almost, and I have to say, it's completely out of the realm of taste or texture. To me, it's almost aesthetics. I just like looking at my sandwich cut.
Now aesthetics plays a role in this. Okay, G, I think we might have talked about this before, Nate, in one of the list episodes. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Ooh, I haven't thought of this.
It's meat between buns, sometimes with the condiments, which most sandwiches get.
I wouldn't be offended if someone called a hot dog
like
a sandwich.
A hamburger's a sandwich, right?
Yeah.
But what's different about a hot dog? You know what's different? It's one piece of bread. Folded over itself.
So
it's an open-faced sandwich. It is the sandwich, but it's open-faced.
We said subs and hoagies are sandwiches.
No,
right?
Well, technically.
Wait, are subs hoagies?
Subs and hoagies and grinders. Oh my.
Yeah, and is a hot dog a sub?
Oh man.
I don't.
Does a sub
problem?
Is it
calling it that?
Is it a mini sub?
Like, just like, I don't know. So here's the thing, right? If someone was eating a hamburger and they're like, oh man, I'm loving this sandwich. And like, just call it a hamburger. Same thing with a hot dog.
All right.
If they're like, I love this sandwich, I'd be like, maybe you're not technically wrong. It's just weird you're calling it a sandwich.
That's such a pragmatic answer. Okay, you work for Webster's Dictionary. It's your job to define things. This is not about colloquialism. This is wholly about what, by definition, is it. And I think it's an open-faced sandwich because it's one piece of bread folded over.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
Or does the bread surrounding it make it a sandwich?
Nate, can you pull up Webster's Dictionary of sandwich?
What if you put peanut butter and jelly on a single slice of bread and fold it over itself? Is that a sandwich?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
or is that a hot dog?
Can we pull out Webster's Dictionary?
What? I think.
Is that a peanut butter and jelly sub? Oh, shit! It just blew my mind.
I had a whole big definition of sandwich and sub and all that kind of stuff, which you can catch in which podcast that was that?
I think it was one of the list episodes where we pulled just from a random list of 100 topics online.
Okay.
And I get very, very technical with my definition, which a sandwich, yeah, it's so it can be one piece of bread or it can be two pieces of bread. It doesn't even have to be bread. It could be like there's been sandwiches out there which are made. Like, it's like a bacon and lettuce and cheese between two chicken breasts, right? Like fried chicken. So there's many ways to do it. But the idea is you have one thing covering, like, enclosing some middle piece. And
the middle piece has to be different.
And the middle piece has to be different. And it's enclosing that either, it can be one thing, which is enclosing it, or it could be two things. But the one main thing is that it has to be open on some place there. So a calzone is not a sandwich because a calzone is closed. A pie is not a sandwich because a pie is closed.
If I called a calzone a pizza sandwich, would anybody be mad though? Like, it is a pizza sandwich.
No one would be mad.
But well, like New York style of eating pizza is a pizza sandwich,
That's
right? You fold it over.
We're missing your point.
Yeah.
Could we call a pizza a sandwich then?
It's an open-faced sandwich.
Yeah.
Everything's an open-faced sandwich. I guess. It's dough, though, not bread. It's pizza dough.
Bread, cooked dough?
Okay, yes, I misspoke. It's pizza dough for a reason. It's different than regular bread dough.
Yeah. Is this true, Nate?
I'm lost now.
Nate's a journalist.
I remember we had an idea back in college, Steve, where we were big into pizza, and we were thinking about like pizza stacking. Like, you take one pizza and you flip another one like onto it, and then you flip another one onto that, and you go back and forth, and then you just have like one giant kind of pizza stack. You can like one giant kind of, you know what I'm talking about?
No, this sounds ridiculous.
Are you sure this was in college and not a dream?
Was this in a college dream?
We talked about it. We talked about it.
I don't. Was it cake pizza?
Kind of like, well, that's the basic idea.
Or pizza cake?
Pizza cake. But
Yes, pizza cake.
Like stacking pizzas on top of each other, like make layers, like layered pizza. That was an idea we had in college.
All right. Well, you had dumb ideas in college.
Yeah, pretty much.
How would you cut it?
Well, no,
A samurai sword.
it already comes cut, so
You have to stack them cut? That sucks. That's a long time.
well, so the idea is
Wait, are you stacking pie by pie or slice by slice?
pie by pie. So I'm not sure how it would work exactly, but this is the idea.
Nathan,
One pie face up.
Nathan,
next
nobody's
pie
sure.
face
That's
down.
why it's not invented yet.
Yeah. I would eat it. I mean,
How would you do it?
with my
How would you
hands.
stack them? One at a time? One slice at a time?
Okay. Let's go with this. Imagine you have a pizza, right? And then you make, let's say it's 18 inches. And let's say the crust is 1 inch in diameter, right? In diameter. Right? Let's say you make another pizza, which is, let's say 17 inches. Let's say it's 16 inches,
Are you
right?
trying to make a pyramid?
Yes.
A cone. It would
Yeah,
be a cone.
A pizza
it
cone.
would be a cone, yeah.
And so then you go for next one, and then you have a pizza cone.
Mm-hmm.
And you come.
Is this you just having fun, or is someone gonna eat it?
I
art,
would eat
Gideon.
that.
It's art. And at the very top is a pizza roll. Oh man, this was amazing. This all stemmed from sandwiches, guys. Do you understand how lucky we are to have sandwiches?
Was it
very
a British,
fortunate.
British thing, right?
I don't care where it came from, Nate. I don't care where it's been.
It's
all I
in
care,
America now.
It's here. It's now. It's a sandwich.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Vote for sandwich.
Yeah. So let's vote for.
Nate, do you want to hear about Sandwich's political platform?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, we need to talk.
Hey, if you like this content, check out our friends at GNA Podcast. Find them in the description or on Facebook at GNA Podcast. You love them as much as we do.